Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Castillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey Gee.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey Gee.
And today we are going to break down a fan favorite, at least in this room, of the vault tracks from 1989. We're going to be breaking down Now That We Don't Talk.
I know, you can't just say the title.
Now that we
don't talk. So much so, fan favorite. This actually, even though 1989 Taylor's version came out in October, this song was on my top 5 most streamed songs of the year on my Spotify Wrapped. Thank you so much. This one from the 1989 vault, it was this and Is It Over Now? Of course.
Yeah.
Great.
I want to say this one was my number one song whenever we broke down, but I can't remember if it was this or Is It Over Now that I finally picked. But this one was a fan favorite of mine from the moment that we got into the vault.
I think it grew on me. I think at first I was so hyper-focused on Say Don't Go and Is It Over Now? I think this one, it took me the whole weekend to be like, wait, this is an absolute bop.
Mm-hmm.
I love it so much.
I do like how it's a lot of fun sounding music, and she's talking about, you know, these mixed feelings about not being with someone anymore. So I just kind of like how she blends the two emotions. It's just really fun to make it sound like, man, this is a song straight off of 1989.
Yeah, and it's also like, it's kind of sassy, you know?
Oh,
like,
for sure.
Absolutely. You know? This is, for your next trivia night, this is the shortest song in Taylor's entire discography, which is very cool.
What's the length?
2 minutes something. I should have known.
I trust you.
Let me see. No, I'm gonna check.
On YouTube, it says
2:32.
2:32.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
On Vivo.
All right.
And what's her longest song?
All too well
10-minute
version.
Keeping you on your toes.
Also a trick question. Yeah, so I think that's but I think it's cool that it's so short because it's like Now That We Don't Talk and then it just like cuts off.
Yeah.
Like at the end, like on purpose, right?
Absolutely. And Nick, to test your trivia, what is her second shortest song?
Oh.
What?
Second shortest?
Is it something that he likes?
Wait,
Style.
Hint.
Midnights.
Paris.
Glitch.
I was gonna guess Glitch.
Well, I
swear.
was giving you a moment, but I was like, I don't think anybody else is gonna guess. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I swear it.
So Anna for the win potentially
Thank
for
you.
that guess.
I'll take
yes.
it. Does that count for my surprise song
Whoa,
game?
Anna gets another point. Surprise.
So when 1989 Taylor's version dropped, the entire vault made it to the Billboard Hot 100. Now That We Don't Talk was at number
2.
Correct. Amy, another point for Amy.
Yay!
And also, as we record this, fun to share that a few days ago, Taylor became the first living artist in history to simultaneously chart 5 albums on the Billboard 200 in the top 10.
Woohoo.
So in the top 10 albums, she's half of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. That's insane.
I love it.
We're crazy.
And Cruel Summer's been staying strong too.
Yeah,
Cruel
yeah.
Summer is still reigning on top, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So great.
All right, let's
get
get
into
into
it.
the lyrics here. Taylor starts off the song by singing, "You went to a party, I heard from everybody. You part the crowd like the Red Sea, don't even get me started."
I love that. Don't even get me started.
Isn't it the worst when you hear from everybody about a party that you didn't go to? I hate that.
And it's like, are you guys telling me, like, why are you telling me?
Need the
Because
lowdown.
I guess I need the gossip. I need the juicy gossip.
Now, when she's saying, "You part the crowd like the Red Sea," what is she saying? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Is that you're so popular, people got out of your way?
I took it as people loved him. He was God's
Right.
chosen one.
Everyone was looking at you.
Yeah.
You parted the crowd.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a good thing,
So
right?
she's singing
Yeah.
about potentially someone really famous?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get anxious, though, on the way home? I guess I'll never, ever know now that we don't talk.
Yeah, so basically she's just setting up the story, right? How she used to know everything about this person, about how he was feeling at this party, anxious on the drive home. But now, I don't know, because now that we don't talk, I don't know why in my notes here I wrote, does she know that maybe he hates going to parties?
Yeah, she probably knows a lot of his history.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's, to me, this first part almost sounds like they are together, but they're on the phone. And she's talking to him. They're recapping the event afterwards. And then we get the, I guess I'll never know because we don't talk.
Oh.
I kind of see it as she's like, hey, so what happened? How'd you feel? Was it fun? Did you get nervous or anxious on the way back? Well, I'll never know because we don't talk.
Oh,
That's how I picture it.
I do have some tea on this. On that specific line, fans say that this is likely alluding to Harry Styles' flight home from the British Virgin Islands following their breakup. This says at the start of 2013, the pair had taken a New Year's holiday as a couple, but an alleged argument cut the trip short. It's understood that Taylor flew back to the U.S. alone just 3 days after arriving. Harry continued to stay on the British Virgin Islands for a while longer before news broke that they had called the time on their short-lived relationship.
Ooh.
So I'm not familiar with their timeline then, but people think that that's a direct call out to Harry Styles, which there are some other clues later in this song that allude to him as well.
Like maybe the next line?
Yeah.
You grew your hair long. You got new icons, which I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
What's you got new icons?
I mean, he became an icon himself.
I thought it kind of meant like, well, okay, so they broke up in 2013, and then it says, I found an article that says, Harry Styles grew his hair long from 2013 to 2015. That's when he had that whole era, right? So it was like right after they broke up. His icons, I thought kind of meant that he switched from the people that he looked up to, his idols, right? Instead of like always saying that he was inspired by music from like bands and stuff, he started his new icons were like solo artists because he's about to go solo and kind of like just kind of shifting his focus, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that does make sense, especially with the next line. And from the outside, it looks like you're trying new lives on. So if he's switching his personality and what he says publicly to fit his new image, then that completely makes sense.
And then I saw someone, I believe it was Twitter, that said that icons could also just refer to his tattoos because he has like a bunch of kind of like little small tattoos.
He does, yeah.
So it could refer like you got new icons, like you got new ink, you got new little figures on you.
That makes sense.
And in his song called Two Ghosts, he says, same red lips, same blue eyes, same white shirt, couple new tattoos.
Okay.
And that, like Lacey, what you were just saying, that does go to that next line. From the outside, it looks like you're trying on new lives on. So whoever this person is, they're trying to figure out who they are.
Yeah.
They are growing, they're changing, and this person's growing and changing without Taylor.
Right.
Well, hold on. We do need to point out that after this song was released on November 10th, 2023,
Oh, yeah.
Harry Styles shaved his head.
Which is so funny.
After this song was released, he shaved his head after talking about, and I'm not saying that this is
the reason.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm sure he is aware of the vault tracks, and I would imagine him and Taylor are still friends. We've seen that throughout the years. He may have gotten a heads up. He may have known about the music. I don't know. I don't know. But it was very weird that this song came out and then he shaved his head.
The timing of it is comical. I heard that the reason he shaved his head was for a TV role that he's filming.
Well, it's the reason why he originally cut his hair in 2016. He got Dunkirk. That's when, he's growing it out so long and then cut it for Dunkirk. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is for like a TV series of some sort.
Yeah.
Is what people were saying, but regardless, the timing of it is just too good.
Yes.
Coincidental. For sure.
Speaking of being on the way home, this episode is sponsored by Base. We've all been there last minute trying to cram everything into a suitcase, wondering if it's going to fit, if it's going to have the weight requirements, and then you just end up with this bulky suitcase and everything's falling out of it and it's just gross. You don't have to worry about that with Base. With Base, there is room for absolutely everything. 15 pair of underwear for a weekend trip? No problem. Deciding between a few pair of shoes? Bring them all. Because with Base, you do have room.
I love my Base bag. It's adorable. It is so cute. I feel cute walking around the airport with it, but I also love that it has different compartments.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the weekender bag. So the bottom part kind of is separate from the main part. And a lot of people will put their shoes there. I put all of my makeup and toiletries there because I'm scared of like something bursting.
Right.
But if that happens, then it doesn't get all over my clothes because it's in a completely different compartment.
Mm-hmm.
So I am obsessed with my Base bag. And I take a lot of weekend trips. And so it's the perfect size.
I do love whenever I'm traveling with my Base bag. I also have a weekender like you, Anna, that it has function and fashion, and it keeps me calm and carefree and looking cute. They do have several compartments, not just on the bottom. That makes it really convenient to be able to separate and store different stuff. And you can fit a lot of stuff in this bag. I'm absolutely obsessed.
Right now, Base is offering our listeners 15% off your first purchase by visiting basetravel.com/Taylor Swift fan. Go to basetravel.com, Taylor Swift fan, for 15% off your first purchase. That's BEIS travel.com/Taylor Swift fan.
And again, that's BEIS travel.com/Taylor Swift fan. Only doing that again because it's Base, but it's spelled BEIS. Basetravel.com/Taylor Swift fan. I miss the old ways. You didn't have to change, but I guess I don't have a say now that we don't talk.
Yeah.
So she's missing the old him, the him that
The short
she
hair.
fell in love with. Yeah.
Don't hate me, but I'm going to step out to take a work phone call.
Now that we don't talk. I think something else that I really just love about this song is the shift in like cadence all throughout the song. Like just how it even starts like, you went to a party I heard from, and then now that we don't talk to, I call my mom. You know, it's like 3 different songs in one.
It's like she's changing this cadence, like he's changing his style or
His life.
His
Yeah,
life.
Wow,
yeah.
that's good, Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the next lyrics, I just think super relatable. Just Taylor says, I call my mom. She says it's for the best. I love that because it shows that even though she's this mega cool big pop star, that she still calls her mom and vents about boys and relationships and life, that's who she's going to turn to is her mom. I just think that's adorable.
And we know that she's so close with Andrea, but as a mom, it is so tough to give advice when you don't want to say, because there is a possibility if you say something trashy about the person that they just broke up with, they could get back together. So you just have to, choose your words wisely. It's for the best for this moment in the season. It's just you don't know.
Remind your daughter that the more she gave, the more he'd want her less.
Well, you say that from a mom's perspective, but that's also like the unspoken rule about friend relationships too.
Yeah.
That can always come back to haunt you.
But vice versa, it does also suck though when your friend does break up with somebody. You go, oh, thank God I hated him. And they're like, why didn't you say that sooner?
Yeah.
And then it's like, because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. It's like, okay, but then why did you let me date someone that sucks? And then suddenly it's your fault.
Yeah. Remind myself the more I gave, you'd want me less.
So I guess that kind of insinuates that he was like attracted to her like mystery, right? At first, which kind of she suggests that at the end of the song as well. But that's what sparked the relationship, right? So it's like, remind myself the more I gave, you'd want me less.
And also, isn't it typical like you want what you can't have, especially in relationships? There's nothing. I find myself doing it. I will try to pursue, and my friend will remind me, you only want them because they don't want you. And I'm like, you're right. That's the only reason I care. So, I mean, maybe that was the case too, that he wanted her, and then once he had her, she was available, and that's not what he wanted. He wanted something to pursue. I don't know. But she says, I cannot be your friend, so I pay the price of what I lost and what it cost.
now that we don't talk.
So she's just coming to terms with a breakup,
Yeah.
basically.
But at least it's honest to be like, I know that we can't just be friends.
Yeah.
We can be cordial
Mhm.
and respect one another when we see each other in public, but we don't have to be friends.
Yeah.
It's just so funny, like, the years that we've spent wanting a collab between Taylor and Harry, and then she just gives us the vault to just basically be like,
It's not happening.
it's not going to happen. We're like, okay.
Message received.
Heard you loud and clear. Heard you loud and clear. So this is another time where she kind of changes the cadence, right?
What do you tell your friends? We shared Okay, I already lost it. Shared dinners, long weekends with. Truth is, I can't pretend it's platonic. It just ended.
So, yeah, I mean, that just kind of supports what we just
Self-explanatory.
said. Yeah.
Mhm.
But that is true, though. Like, when you break up and after you did, when you brought your significant other along on, you know, these long dinners and weekend trips with your friends and stuff, and then you break up, it's like, yeah, what do you tell them? You know? And it also sucks when you do become friends with,
I know you like that
Like,
person.
you know,
Maybe
yeah.
they, was easy to get along with or was a good storyteller or
Yeah.
whatever.
like, when a friend has, like, a boyfriend that, okay, maybe he's not the best boyfriend, but he was, like, a fun person to be around. It's like, I'm going to miss him.
Are y'all talking about my ex right now?
No.
Okay, just making
Absolutely
sure.
not.
Just making sure.
I don't even remember his name.
No, it is weird because you have those occasional friends, and like to this day, I'll still go to a party and it's a friend of a friend that I don't see often, and they'll ask, "Oh, well, where is he?" I'm like, "Girl, we've been divorced for a long time now. Nice to see you," but you still have to answer those questions,
Yeah.
even if it's been a long time.
It does make me curious, though, like, what do you tell your friends? Like, okay, we went through a serious breakup. I know what I'm telling my friends, but what are you telling your friends?
Yeah.
How are you making me the villain in this situation?
Right.
Because
Mhm.
we both know you're the villain in this situation, you know?
Yeah.
It's like every time that a guy says that his ex is crazy, it's like, is she? Or I'm pretty sure that's more telling about you
Mm-hmm.
when you call your ex crazy.
Yeah. Gaslighting.
Mm-hmm.
So I called my mom. She said to get it off my chest, which of course makes us think of Lavender Haze, Get It Off My Desk.
Mm-hmm.
Remind myself the way you faded till I left. So that's given me like the way you faded till I left, almost like he's forcing her hand in this. He's not giving, but making her do the calling and do the breaking up because he's fading away.
Yeah.
So he's backing off into the shadows and making her make the call till I left.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot be your friend.
So I'll pay the price of what I lost
And what it costs now that we don't talk. Okay, this, I think, is what stood out to everybody at first. And I've seen so many TikTok videos on this, and it's hilarious to me. I don't have to pretend that I like acid rock or that I like to be on a mega yacht with important men who think important thoughts. I love all of that. So I don't have to pretend I like acid rock. What is she talking about there? A lot of fans realize that was another direct hit at Harry Styles because of something he's into. Claudia81 on TikTok shared this.
When Taylor Swift says, "I don't have to pretend I like acid rock," she's talking about Harry Styles' Pink Floyd obsession. This is from his Rolling Stones interview from 2017, his first solo interview with Rolling Stone, where he talks about how his dad would always play Dark Side of the Moon. And not only that, but when he was baby, he says Shine On You Crazy Diamond by Pink Floyd was his favorite song, which by the way is like a 10-minute, 2-part masterpiece from their album Wish You Were Here, which is different than Dark Side of the Moon, but still. If there's one thing that Pink Floyd is, it's acid rock. It's psychedelic rock. And it's still very much in his music today. If you like his song She, which is, then you'll like Pink Floyd. And I wish I could find it, but he even once said that during the last 6 months of On the Road Again, One Direction's last tour, he listened to Dark Side of the Moon on repeat. Like, it's his thing.
So a lot of people say his earliest music could be categorized under acid rock, which I didn't realize was a category
Not
until this song.
Right, until we started doing our research on this.
Yeah, but they said songs like Kiwi, Meet Me in the Hallway. He's also been open about alternative rock influences such as glitter rock icon, David Bowie, pop rock band T-Rex.
Yeah, I just called it dreamy psychedelic, kind of music. I didn't know it had a name.
Yeah. And that's so relatable too, where it's like when you are in a relationship and you want to you pretend that you have those shared interests, but it's like when you break up, I don't have to pretend I like it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, not just like your taste in music, but I don't have to pretend that I like to be on a mega yacht with important men who think important thoughts. Every single time I sing that line,
I love that.
When I sing that line, I like roll my eyes like with important thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
That's definitely the vibe she was going for.
But it's so relatable. And what you were talking about earlier, Lacey, was like, it's so funny. Like, we've seen so many people take that part of the song on TikTok and like they like sing along, but they replace the lyrics with what it was that they pretended to like in their relationships. As like, well, now that we don't talk, I can just admit to the world. And some people really revealed a lot. A lot of personal information.
Is there anything you would like to reveal?
Things that I pretended to like?
Yeah.
In a previous relationship?
In any relationship.
I'll be honest. Okay, besides Taylor Swift, I don't really listen to country music, and that says a lot because Taylor's like was doing country like way back when. But I was in a relationship once where I pretended to like country music, like would go to country concerts and like everything. As soon as we broke up, I never listened to another country song ever again, besides Taylor Swift, of course.
All right, Amy, anything
I feel
you
like
ever
want
had
to call me out? Are
No.
you wanting to?
No,
Okay,
not at all.
I'm sure I did, but I have such a terrible memory. I don't know. Interested in whatever they were interested in.
I'm bad. I never pretended I was interested, yet I still had to listen about baseball cards a lot. And I can't fake like I care.
You were
know
kind.
I didn't care.
You were kind.
Yeah.
I mean, they knew you were not interested, but you were also
But you would
like,
listen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rolling my eyes silently, not out loud the whole time. But yeah, that would probably be mine, baseball cards. Ugh. Just sports in general. I had someone recently ask me out on a date. Asked me to go to a Mavs game. And I was like, that's really sweet. No, I'm not going to a Mavs game. Like, great seats and everything. No, that's not me. I do not enjoy that. I will not be fun there. And then I'll just have resting bitch bored face the whole time.
At least
So
you're
thank you.
honest.
Yeah, thank you for the invite. But no, I can't do sports.
At least you're honest.
Yeah.
I also have a hard time singing this part where I don't have to pretend I like acid rock. I do in my head want to say I don't have to pretend I like As It Was. The song
Also
from
fitting.
Harry Styles.
Okay.
As It Was. At first when I heard it I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, she didn't say that, but I misheard lyric.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been a super direct hit.
Yeah. Could you imagine if that would have been the lyric? Oh, that would
We're doing good.
too much. That would have been too much.
But yeah, or that I'd like to be on a mega yacht with important men who think important thoughts, giving me major the man vibes
Oh
there.
yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Guess maybe I am better off now that we don't talk.
And the only way back to my dignity
Was to turn into a shrouded mystery.
And I looked into it. She had like a 2+ year gap in between, publicly dating someone between Harry Styles and Calvin Harris. So that's pretty mysterious if you're just like, you're not letting anybody know what your private life is.
Now that we don't talk, yeah. Bye. And this is just like I had been when you were chasing me. So that just kind of goes back to earlier, you know.
He pursued her.
Mm-hmm. But I guess this is how it has to be now that we don't talk. And I do love how it just ends. Like, because sometimes a relationship just ends.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get the closure.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You just don't get that until you get Evermore. Until we get to our
Love
Evermore
that.
breakdown.
Can you do it again?
Pots and pens. But anyway, I do really love that. Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. When the 1999 Ball came out, Taylor actually talked about this song a little bit in a voice memo.
Now That We Don't Talk is one of my favorite songs that was left behind. It was so hard to leave it behind, but I think we wrote it a little bit towards the end of the process and we couldn't get the production right at the time. But we had tons of time to perfect the production this time and figure out what we wanted the song to sound like. And I just think I think it's the shortest song I've ever had, but I think it packs a punch. I think it really goes in. For the short amount of time we have, I think it makes its point.
Agreed.
Definitely. Definitely packs a punch. I'm curious as to what the production was back then. Like, I obviously she said she perfected it, but I want to hear what it was like when she wasn't happy with it. Was it similar? Was it completely different? You know? That's what I want to know. I need Now That We Don't Talk from the vault. You know what I mean? Also, do you think that when she recorded these voice memos, she didn't consider redoing her I Know Places voice memo? I need I Know Places voice memo, Taylor's version from the vault. I would love that. Like a present day of Taylor.
That'd be so silly.
That'd be so silly, but it would be so fun. I want it.
So a lot of people have wondered whenever she redoes Reputation, if she's still going to have Blake Lively's kid on Gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
And how is that going to be cute? Would the other kids be young enough to do it? But I think she's older. She's re-recording. I kind of hope that she still gives it to James. And it won't be, James is the oldest, right? I think so. Anyway,
so. I'd like that too.
Yeah. Still give it to her because you don't have to be cute and young. I mean, I know that is the appeal of it, is gorgeous, but
it would be cool to hear the growth also, you know, in that
James
in
version.
That part.
Yeah, James version of
I
that
would love
song.
that. I agree. I hope it's the same person, child now. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have a different person do it. Then it's not exactly replicating it.
She could, but
especially there's a couple of kids she could choose from in that same family.
Yeah, true. But if it was me,
same.
If I was James,
my claim to fame, don't take it away from me.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially when I get older and I realize that I've been replaced by my own sister. No, thank you.
Okay, so we just saw Taylor Swift at Beyonce's Renaissance movie premiere, right? And Blake Lively was there. And I don't know if y'all saw Blake's post. I'm sure that you did.
Yeah.
It was so cute that Blake goes on to talk about how, and I agree with this, we weren't always raised to support other women, that a lot of times we were pitted against other women, and now there's been this change and this shift in the world, and I'm so grateful that we're there. But she had this big spiel about that and how it's incredible for people like Beyonce and Taylor Swift, and how she really respects and adores supporting these people, and how they allow her to shine and they're not threatened by her pop star. I thought that was so cute.
So funny.
So Blake Lively.
What I didn't like is a lot of the comments were like, oh, Ryan Reynolds is really rubbing off on you. Like, she didn't have a sense of humor before him.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I was like, come on, she can be funny too.
She is funny. She has been funny, clearly.
She's always been funny, and they've been together for a really long time. So yeah, if y'all share the same sense of humor, that's okay.
Gosh. Read the post, people. Read it.
I thought that was adorable. I've always thought she's adorable. She's so funny. I love their friendship.
Yeah.
I mean, that's someone I truly want to be friends with. I want to be friends with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. I think they would like me, y'all. Taylor Swift, maybe. Nah, I think Taylor would like me. Would Taylor like me? Somebody say yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, I got a nod and yes. Yeah. But Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, I want to be their friend.
Also, that photo of Taylor and Blake was fantastic. I loved that photo. Oh my God. And of course, she posted it the second we were done recording our last episode. But that was a fabulous, fabulous photo.
It was.
And then Ryan Reynolds shared on his Instagram the Photoshop of like somebody replaced Blake's face with Ryan's face and Taylor's face with Travis's face. And I saw somebody being like, I just want to be in the group text, you know, with the four of them. With the I just want to be a little fly on the wall in that group text.
But their poses were so on point. And then Nikki Glaser tried to recreate the photo, her and a friend. And they did a good job, but it is hard to look that flawless. I mean, it really is. They did a good job, but she was like, here's my recreation, you know, not about to be the same or anything.
That's great.
Yeah, just adorable. We love them all.
Also, before we go, I want to remind you guys about our fun little Swift Miss giveaway that we're doing. We got our hands on a hot commodity from Taylor's merch store, and we're so excited to give it to somebody who listens to this podcast. So here's the catch with this giveaway. We are not posting about it on social media. We as a podcast are not posting about it on social media. So the only way you know about this is because you are listening to this podcast. So this is how you enter. All we need you to do is to share our podcast on social media in any way that you want. You can tweet, you can TikTok, you can post on Instagram, whatever you want, just something about the podcast, that you're listening to the podcast, that you like listening to the podcast, that you heard something new on the podcast, whatever it is that you want. But in your post, include the hashtag 13podcastswiftmiss. You have until December 12th to post on social media. And we will announce the winner on Taylor's birthday, December 13th, with our mystery Swift Miss surprise.
And I would like to clear up a couple of rumors. Some people think they know what the mystery item is. It's a mystery item. That's all I'm going to say. It's a mystery item, okay? It's something, a hot commodity that our very own Anna got her hands on. She said, I want one, but I'm going to buy two. I'm going to buy one for myself and buy one to give away to our sweet listeners. Also, there's been a lot of really cute entries. We've had a lot of good response so far. But we're not picking anybody till the 12th, so that doesn't matter anyway. But I have been impressed with all these entries that I've seen so far. So just keep them coming. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, Lobsters, for supporting us, for listening to us. And this is our thanks to you. So be sure and enter in that.
And you can enter as many times as you want. We're tracking the hashtag, so you have until December 12th to post as many times as you want, share on whatever platform you want, and we'll announce the winner on December 13th.
Yes, looking forward to it for Taylor's birthday. All right, that's it for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Be sure to leave us a rating and review. All the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast. And join us next time. We'll be back soon.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Summer is right around the corner and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. That's chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.